Okay, the Zoom is giving me like a little bit of a choppy look, so I hope everything is okay here. And I did commit in text message to a video today. So I know we're close to the end of the day. It's about 4:45 is the time that I'm recording this. By the way, I just got off the phone with a flip publisher, a guy named Jason Dixon that many of you got to meet at the event, and it's just really awesome. Finished our phone call at 4:30, and he was going to, attack and get more yeses. And I like that. I want to recognize that for a couple reasons. One is it takes a very specific person to realize, between regular business hours, the day of the week doesn't matter. Monday, Friday. In fact, this can be a great time to get a hold of business owners, but sometimes people get stuck in this thinking like, oh, it's Friday afternoon, they won't be in. Totally baloney and not accurate. I think my video is being very strange here for Zoom, but hopefully it's working right. But I think that's awesome. The mindset that Jason has of this isn't a job where people are just sitting around waiting for the clock to expire. Like this is an opportunity to build something special. And there are a lot of great benefits that come with that. And also again, that word opportunity is just perfect for it, to grow our business regardless of the day of the week. And we get sales 5 days a week. So we get sales 6, 7 days a week sometimes. So there is no limit to what and when we can operate. That's pretty special. So I thought there was two things there. Who knows she's going to recognize? I think I kind of wove it all together. So March Throwdown. This is the video I committed to. Some of you mentioned it throughout the day today in terms of it coming out. But I want to throw this challenge down. A little bit of background here. It's the end of February. March is coming up. There are 4 full weeks perfectly lined up waiting for us in March, which we get to start, as of Monday, really. Some of you are also closing deals right now, by the way. Shout out to Claudia Wadel. You're going to hear this on the sales report next week. I don't even know if she's done for the day, but she's got like $73,000 plus in orders with sales into magazines and other markets, Flip Magazine, content sponsors, just working her magic. And you guys saw her present on Wednesday, which was really fantastic. So thank you, Claudia, for sharing that with us. That's tough to do, to get up there and do your presentation. And she was also talking and explaining things throughout the process. So I think that's really, really powerful and again, special. So this March showdown we just had with our group, which I know there's a few different components to the workings of our group, right? We have our LA and Hawaii division and our SoCal division. I've been working with LA and Hawaii a little bit longer than SoCal. SoCal, we started working together last July, and it's been so much fun, so fast in terms of just the way everything is synced up and the teams and the different, fantastic publishers and people helping each other and mentoring and encouraging. It's really awesome to see the positive culture and environment that has taken shape. And also with these two, what were traditionally separate divisions, really working together very closely. It's Southern California. To me, I know it's different, but Santa Barbara is a little bit different than Poway, but Southern California is just special in its own way, period. So I think that's really fantastic. And our actual statistics in terms of income for the group and attach rate, bundled sales, basically, number of sales, like all of these metrics that show like how is the health and strength of a team. It's incredible what is happening. So kudos to each of you. A lot of that comes from, again, that positive reinforcement of and culture of helping each other instead of focusing on all the negativity out there. It's so easy to find negativity and turn on the news. And gosh, I don't have any social media on my phones right now. I literally will download Facebook, post a picture of Juniper and my lovely fiance, and then I hop off there. I like respond to comments and then I delete it again because I don't even want to see what's out there. I know there's just so much stuff being put out there in the world in a lot of ways, and we don't have to. We get a safe haven to really discuss like our dreams and our goals. Anyways, it's really special. Didn't plan to rant on that long, but okay. So here's the March Throwdown. 4 full weeks coming up, right? Monday through Friday. I think there's 31 days in March. And we have a couple of great things. We have an online presence bonus right now. So the first part of my throwdown is while not everybody is bonus driven all of the time, there's different ways that people set goals and set metrics, targets. Some think income goals, some think gross sales. But what's neat is when we're doing the right things, these bonuses, they are a byproduct. They're an attribute of the process that we have. And so I would truly love, it would be really incredible to see every single person on our team hit some sort of online presence bonus for the month of March. It's my first kind of throwdown and challenge is for you to earn the bonus, not just, I think Sasha mentioned a little bit too, not just because it's a bonus, but because it means that the processes for modern success in our business have been adopted and adapted by you, or it means you've at least tried some things and you're figuring it out. And again, we have an infinite amount of support for that. So there's no reason not to just succeed at the highest level of our business in terms of the bundled offering. So would like to see you, every person you know in BVM, earn the online bonus, not just for the bonus dollars, although yes, please earn some bonus dollars, but because of what it means in the background. And it's nice to have these little mini goals sometimes. The kids call them like side quests, right? They have the main character thing and then the side quests of bonuses. So my next challenge, and I encourage you to write these down too. In fact, I should probably write them down so I remember all of them. I've been thinking about them, but so online presence bonus. Number two, prospecting. If if we're not looking at a fresh list of businesses each day, business is mentally way harder than it needs to be. I've been there. I've looked at a list and gone, have I called that business before? Gosh, is that even a good business? And all of that is resolved or eliminated when we have new businesses we've never spoke to on our list each day. So that's my next challenge to you. You need to know, what does that look like, right? That probably means, between now and the rest of March, you're looking at adding 20, however many prospects you have now that may be fresh or never called, but minimum adding like 25, 30 new businesses a day, maybe more. That means you got to get out, right? Got to get out of the house, got to be out there prospecting. This is a work at home, but not work from home business. We need to be out there hunting, looking, finding service vehicles. I'm always collecting. Heidi Miller, I have, probably 30, 40 prospects in my phone to send you just from around the community the last few weeks. So there are businesses everywhere. Make it a fun game with your friends, family, have people send you prospects. But wherever your prospect list is at now, my challenge to you is to have 500 new businesses that you've never seen before on your list by the end of March. Throughout March, don't just do it at the end, but add, 100 plus per week. See what happens to your mindset and thinking about the business when you do that. Okay, I'm gonna move these a little bit faster because I think video is going longer than I thought it would. Next thing for part of the throwdown is an appointment target. So it's going to be a little bit larger in terms of the target that I'm thinking of, but the idea is for this part to have you schedule 65 first appointments in March. Yep, 65, right? 4 weeks, divide that by 4 weeks, 65. That's actually a little bit more. That's like 15 point whatever, maybe 16 per week, 16.25 per week. Maybe I did that math right. Um, and the reason why is sometimes we have a reschedule or a no-show. And we discussed at our event this idea of a tipping point where there is a difference between not enough appointments and enough, or enough appointments and not enough. And if we do not have enough first appointments, the business is way harder than it needs to be, and it's a complete gamble as to what our closing percentage is. Maybe we sell something, maybe we don't. However, when we reach a critical mass, a certain number of first appointments, that really needs to be a minimum of 10. But when you hit 15, your closing percentage goes up, and it's significant. It's a significant difference. I would be very interested in seeing how many appointments Claudia's completed over the last 3 weeks, and compare that to her, sales metrics and stats and closing percentage. Always some pretty interesting insight there. But the idea of scheduling 65 yeses, right? So 65 yeses, 65 brand new first appointments in March will help to land at 60, which would be 15 per week, completed first appointments. Now, that's a very powerful thing. You will most likely have your best month ever. Your income will increase. even if you're pre-print by the end of that month, some magical things will happen because you will be at or above your baseline. So yes, it will have an impact on your commission. There'll be some bonuses you'll be earning, right? Online presence bonus probably going to happen. You do 60 appointments in the month of March. It's gonna be fantastic. There's nothing bad that I can think of that would come from completing the 15 per week and getting there. So that's my main full throwdown for March. And why? I think it's fun. And I think it's fun because I know a lot of you have thought this was fun and have talked about things like challenges to gamify the business or to have something to work for. Heidi Miller at our event talked about having a why and a goal. So you don't have to do this, obviously, right? This is really up to you. I just, when I think about what's happening in our business and what's going great and all these things, and I think about our team, just having this 1 month commitment to success. Hey, that sounds familiar. It's a program in our business around activity with these other things as a byproduct. It's just going to be really special. And there's only great things that can come out of it for our communities, for our families, for our business, for our magazines, for all of these other wonderful things. The things that are learned sometimes when you have a sprint, like a 4 week sprint like this, are really, really fantastic. And it's not even a sprint, it's really like the metrics of the business. But the idea behind it is for us to collectively do this. We are just really, it's pretty impressive when you look at, what's happening and where the group is going and heading. And there's this wave of energy and success. And there's want every single person in our division be able to feed off of that, enjoy it. So there you go. Tuesday, Zoom, we'll be covering an appointment. I'm going to do actually really almost a full appointment right up to pricing in about 20 minutes or less. So you can see the abbreviated version as well, kind of the opposite of, we talked about the spectrum in terms of length of appointment. You have Claudia that, spends a pretty significant amount of time. And then on the other end, we have this short abbreviated version too. So I'll be doing that Tuesday morning on Zoom. Hey, there's still time to make calls. I know some of you are making calls. The day is not over, until you decide the day is over. So have fun. I would love to see who is into this March Throwdown challenge of scheduling 65 yeses and having, your best BVM month ever. Why not? The event was, from what I'm hearing from all of you, I could sit back and say it was great because I had fun, but the sales report and the conversations from each of you, that's really how I gauge, how good was it? Seems like it's pretty fantastic. So really excited to do that again soon and see and talk to all of you more. Have fun. Have a great weekend.